So, hi. I've been doing some stuff lately, the last few days here. I've been listening to people that been talking a lot about Linux and the operating system that is based off Linux. So I was checking some videos on YouTube and I found something called Ubuntu. So, well, Ubuntu I think it's pronounced, I'm not really sure. So I thought I'd try to find some old PC that as you know, I'm running Mac since many years back. So I've actually found a few PCs hidden in my house here. Actually, I first installed the Ubuntu on my Asus EEE box. The model is B202. I think I bought it back in 2007. It's a single core processor. I put in some 2 gigs of RAM in it, and I think it was about 60 gigs of hard drive. I actually installed a 32-bit version of Ubuntu, and it was kind of very laggy. So it's not very easy to, you know, evaluate an operating system on a computer that's not able to run it. So what I did is that I continued to look in my storage, and I actually found a laptop, a PC. It's a HP G61. I think I bought it back in 2009 maybe. It's actually a dual core processor, 2.6 gigahertz. So it actually works very much better than the EEE box, that's for sure. And it also have 4 gigs of RAM and a 500 gigs of hard drive. So I installed it and it works very good. It runs very smooth, everything is working great. Even the Wi-Fi works great, not a problem at all. I didn't have any issues at all. What I did is that I actually installed it from a USB. I actually made it on the Lily Live Linux USB. You can download it on the I think you download it on Ubuntu.com or something like that. I'm not really sure, but there is a Lily program that you can actually make a USB, and you can actually run it live as well. You don't need to install it on your computer. You can actually put in the USB and reboot your computer and set the device to boot from USB, and you will actually you will get 2 options. Either run it live directly from the USB, or you can actually install it as well. You can install this. So you can have dual channels, one with Windows and the other one with Ubuntu. So, or you can actually install it so you only have the Ubuntu on your hard drive, and that will delete everything that has with Windows to do. So that's what I did. I did a clean install. I removed all the content of its Windows because I hate Windows. The installation was done in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Actually very simple, very easy. It asks you to connect to the Wi-Fi as well. I'm very surprised that the installation of the Ubuntu was so good when it comes to, I heard people telling me that installing Linux on a laptop PC, that could be difficult because you need a certain model to get it to work, especially when it comes to the Wi-Fi and that kind of stuff. So I'm very surprised that it actually worked. So what about the functionality about the Ubuntu? What I'm driving now, the version is actually 14.04, so I believe that's the newest version, released in the month of 4 this year. So it's been out there for quite some time now. A lot of people is running this operating system, so it's actually very convenient. I think it's very similar to Mac OS, so that's maybe why I think it's easy for me to use, because it's very similar to a Mac, that's for sure. I don't really think it runs just as stable as a Mac does, but hey, I mean, Linux is for free, you know, so it's only to install and you can run it. So I didn't really do a fair comparison when it comes to using the Ubuntu on my Asus EEE box, because that's a very slow computer, right? So it was kind of laggy, and I was thinking like, oh come on, what kind of shit is this? So now when I'm running on my HP laptop, I can actually install all the programs again, well, all the applications I should say, and make a second thought about the different types of applications. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm running a screen recorder, I've been running some video editing programs, I've been running well, I've been running a few programs already. It's been like I think I used it for maybe 2 hours now on my laptop, so I haven't really had the time to do very much, but it's a start at least. So that's what I've been doing. So I thought I'm trying to make a screen recording of the Ubuntu on my laptop here, and I talk a little bit about the experience I got so far of this operating system. So I can tell you that I like it very much, and I think maybe the new Ubuntu, it's kind of like it's something that is very new, it's fresh, it looks and feels professional to use, almost kind of like using Mac OS. And I think maybe in a few years, I think maybe this could be a very hard competitor to the other manufacturers out there. I don't think that Linux, actually Ubuntu, is quite there yet, but I think maybe in a few years it could be very hard for Microsoft and even for Apple to have this kind of competitor. So let's go to the computer here, and I try to make a screen recording, and I try to speak a little bit about what I found good about this Ubuntu so far. So come on. So this is basically what Linux Ubuntu looks like. I got a different theme here on. It's different from the one that it comes with when you install it, and as I said previously, you can use a USB memory stick to install it from. Basically what's going on here is that you got your desktop right here. If you look to the left here, you got all your applications and games and, you know, different types of programs. Here you got the upper bar right here. This is going to work like when you have your applications going, you will have your file, you know, menus and that kind of stuff up here. Here is your watch, and this is actually for turning off your logout or anything like that. This is the wireless, this is the Wi-Fi right there. This computer is actually a laptop, a HP G61. So it is connected to my wireless network right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this stuff here. This is actually what it says: search your computer and online sources. So let's go ahead and do that. This is actually some of what's on your computer right here. You can actually search, for example, something that I know that I have. You can see this is only some keywords, and what I was searching for actually came up right here. So if you're looking down, down on the application right here, this is actually what's already installed on your computer right here. Let's click here, see 82 more results, do that, and this is everything, all the stuff that you got installed on your computer right here. It's very simple to find, very simple to use. Oh, you got the Minesweeper right there. This is a classic, I like this one a lot. You even got some of your settings right here, for example, mouse and touchpad. You got the details about your computer that tells you what kind of processor and memory and hard drive you got on there in your computer. You got the calculator. I mean, you got everything you need here. This is actually a very, very good operating system right here. I really like this stuff, that's for sure. So this is where you can search for stuff and you will find what you're looking for. This is actually your files. Go ahead and open that one and you see it's almost exactly like a Mac. You got all your, you know, the topics right here. Well, not topics, but all your stuff is right here. This is the home right here, and that's my personal stuff. Document, downloads, music, pictures, and well, you know, this is all my videos right here. This is some previous made videos. You can go back. Pictures, this is my screenshot pictures right there. You got everything here. So if you're looking for, if you have a SD card or external hard drive or a USB flash memory card or USB stick or anything like that, and you plug in it into your computer, that one will actually appear under the devices right here. So you already got your computer, which is your hard drive, and under the devices there will say, for example, SD memory card or whatever it is. So you just click on it and it will pop up right here. So now maybe you wonder, how can I see what I actually have on all of my hard drive? Well, you go to your computer and bam, there you go. This is all of your content on your hard drive right here. But you can actually not see how much space there is left on your hard drive unless you right click the computer and go to your properties, and right there you have you see it starting to calculate now how many items you got on there and the total of gigabytes right there. But you can roughly see right here the blue, that's what's being used, and the white is actually what's free. So this is the free space right here, depending on this calculation right here, but this is roughly what I got to use. So this is almost all of the hard drive free here. Now maybe you're wondering, what's the gray space right here? Well, that's actually a portion that I got on my hard drive. I was running Windows on this hard drive before, and I know this is the HP recovery portion right here. So this is the gray space. The gray space you can't really use because that is already taken by the HP recovery portion right there. I forgot to delete it, so that's why it's there. But this is all free space right here. So this is pretty much straightforward right there. You got the network. you can browse by networks, you connect to servers, everything like that. So this is very great stuff. You got your Firefox right here for surfing the internet right here. Firefox is pretty much the same as in any computer that you're using Firefox. You can also use other browsers, but I really suggest you go with the Mozilla Firefox. If you want to go to full screen, you can either do that, double click, or you can drag it, bam, there you go. You can actually do this as well. Minimize. It's almost the same as a Mac, so that's good. I think that's very convenient. Here we got something called the LibreOffice Writer. It's pretty much the same as Microsoft Word. It's very powerful software right here. If you're writing a book or something like that, this is perfect. This is actually very good piece of software right here. I'm very surprised how powerful this is. You can actually go ahead and do pretty much the same as you can do in Microsoft Word right here. So you got all the stuff right here that you can actually use. So that's very good. This is actually a LibreOffice calculation. That's the same as Microsoft Excel. You got the calculation right here. Pretty much the same as Excel. I don't use this very much, but I believe it's very powerful for those who like to calculations. Here you got some LibreOffice Impress. This is exactly the same as PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. Well, not exactly, but almost exactly. You got your themes right here. Depending on what kind of stuff you're going on there, you can have a blank theme. You can choose this one, for example, and add a topic right here. You can change the type of lettering right here. You can, you can do pretty much anything you want to. So that's great. You got all your settings right here. It's a very complex piece of software, but once you learn it, I think it's great. You can also do this full screen by doing like that, or you go back to small window. This is something interesting. This is actually kind of like, if you're running Mac, this is kind of like the App Store right there. This is the software center. This is where you're going to download your software that you're looking for. This will actually helps you to find what you are looking for. To the right here you got exactly what's in this software center. For example, games. You can see here, show all the 952 games, and I got the sorting by top rated. You can also choose by name or the newest first, but I like the top rated because I got the games that has the highest rating first on top here, and with a high rating and a lot of stars, that means that this game is actually a good game. You also got some games that actually cost money here as well, and most likely they are professional developed, so that's actually very good games, great quality and that kind of stuff. So by going back here, I can see that maybe if I'm looking for graphics, I can just hit the graphics and I'm able to see all the 279 applications that has with graphics to do. So you can actually browse and see what you're looking for, and if you can't really find what you're looking for, you can actually search. So if I'm searching for a keyword, I'm just doing like that. You can see everything that begins with a K and a A will appear here. So I put in a C right here, a Z I should say. That's the KSM right there. So I don't have to put in a whole word, I can just be satisfied with keywords. So this is actually very good. This is very, very good. I'm very surprised how good this is. And trust me, you will find what you're looking for in here. So you can just download and you can see if that makes you satisfied depending on what you're looking for. So this is the software center. This is the update center right here. This is software updater. This one will tell you if you have applications that needs to be updated. This one will tell you. So you can update in just a matter of a click or two. This is the Amazon application. I don't use it, I don't like it, and I'm going to delete it. This is actually your system settings right here. You go ahead and open that one up and I'll show you that this is almost exactly the same as a Mac. You got all the content of your settings area right here. This is pretty much everything that you need to be able to do the whatever changes you want to make to your computer. So, excuse me. So, for example, you want to go ahead and do some changes here. This is the themes. If you go ahead and change the theme here, you can see that it changes by itself. This runs very nice and very smoothly. It's almost instantly. Go ahead and change here. So you can see that it's looking very, very good. I think this is very convenient and I like this very much. Also, the icons right here, you can change the size of the icons by launch your icon size. So if I want the icons bigger, I go ahead and make them bigger. If I want them smaller, I go ahead and drag it to the left right there. So this is actually very good stuff right here. And you can go ahead and check out all the settings here, and I'm sure if you're running Mac or if you have been running Mac and you kind of feel good with it, you will definitely know how to use this. It's very convenient. This is actually GIMP. It's an image editor. I will not go through that. But there is several online services on YouTube that like tutorials and that kind of stuff. This is actually something that you need to download. This is the package manager right here. So let's say you have something you want to take away from your hard drive. You like to uninstall it. You open that one up, you type in your password, your system password, and now it's calculating all your piece of software you have in here. You can actually go ahead and put in some keywords. So there you got. If I want to delete this one, I just right click, I choose mark for complete removal. Once I hit the mark for complete removal, I'm not going to do that because I want to keep this, then you just go ahead and click apply, and a guide will guide you through the deleting of your program. It's very simple, few steps, nothing can go wrong. So this is actually a very good. So you go ahead and search in the software center for Synaptic Package Manager, and you download it. Then you can actually take away applications from your computer. So this is actually Record My Desktop. This is a piece of software that records the way I'm doing now. This is the case I'm right here. That's what I'm using right now. This is a Flowblade movie editor. I don't like it because there is no very good movie editor for Linux so far, what I found, so that's not very good. This is the VLC Media Player. This is a must-have because with this one you can actually convert all types of different files to any file you want. So let's say this that I'm recording right now is recording in MP4 file, and my Mac cannot handle a MP4 file. So what I'm doing, I'm really using the VLC Media Player. I'm gonna stop this now and I will make some more go through videos about Linux because I like this very much. So yeah. So there you go. That's the short little desktop recording where I'm showing my thoughts about Ubuntu. It's actually a very good piece of software, or operating system I should say. I'm only been using it for like a day now, so I'm kind of new to it, and believe it or not, I never used Linux based operating system before, so I'm totally a rookie on this. I'm totally new to this, so I will play around with this a little bit. I will install some great stuff, I hope, and I will make another evaluation in a short period of time. I will keep you updated on what's going on. I think I will be running the Ubuntu on this laptop for quite some time now, because I think it works decent. So far I can definitely recommend, I will recommend this new, well, new, but kinda new Ubuntu 14.04, because I like it, and I am sure you will like it as well. And it's very easy to make it, to check it out with the only a USB. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.